episode 2. Hi everyone, my name is Kwa and I'm one half the culture team here at VSA at UVA, and this is our podcast called Culture Shock. Again, a Culture Shock is our podcast where we talk about the Viet and Asian American community, and we'll be addressing issues as well as solutions in our community and having deep conversations about our own experiences. And so, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Kylie and I'm the other half of the culture team at UVA. A short disclaimer before we get started. The opinions and experiences we're going to be sharing are our own and do not necessarily represent that of our organization as a whole. So please keep that in mind while you're watching.
So this week we'll actually be talking about Tet and the tradition that accompanies the holiday. So note that it will be a mix of our own experiences as well as in-depth research. And so some aspects of our experience will obviously be familiar to you, but some of it will be completely different. So to talk more in depth, so Tet is actually short for Tet Nguyen Dang, and it is one of the most important holiday in Vietnam besides the Mid-Autumn Festival. And other Southeast Asian countries also celebrate it, but it's called different things. So for example, things like Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year is also a name for Tet. And the name actually comes from a Sino-Vietnamese origin, which can be loosely translated to the celebration of the first morning or first meal of the first day.
That is usually celebrated in January or February. When that arrives, there are many superstitions as well as traditions that one must follow in order to bring about a happy, healthy, and fresh new year. Note the reason why Tet is not exactly on January 1st is because the date is based on the lunar solar calendar. There are many traditions and customs we can cover, but we will give you the most important ones in our opinions and share our experience of Tet. Remember that Tet is not only the start of the new year, but it is also the beginning of spring. This means that the flowers are blooming and certain traditional fruits are in season.
So one of my favorite things to actually talk about is the kitchen gods, known in Vietnam as Ông Táo. So Ông Táo is actually very central to our celebration here at Tet. He is believed to watch over the families during the year. And so I believe during the end of December, specifically around the 23rd, the 24th, but just fun fact that I know that, but he leaves to go back into heaven. And so he'll report to the Jade Emperor or Empress about what goes on in the family for the year. And so whether they do a good job or not as a family unit will get them luck for the new year. So specifically, we hope that, you do a good job being with your family, cooperating so that you can get good luck for the new year.
Was it like Lucky Santa?
Yeah.
Put on the list. Talking about luck, a plate of 5 fruits is typically put out in the kitchen called Mam Lu Wa. The Mam Lu Wa consists of fruits to represent wishes or desires the family has for the new year. For example, bananas can symbolize reunion, pomelos or grapefruits symbolize good health and prosperity, and persimmons, also known as tai hung, represent richness and wealth. We can keep that in. For that, children and young adults typically receive a red envelope or lisi, but in order to do so, they must say something in terms of a wish that they have for their elders or any person who is giving out the lisi.
So some wish includes Chúc mừng năm mới, which means Happy New Year, but the literal translation would be something like congratulations to the new year or welcome to a new year. And to wish somebody for good health in general, you can say Yo Yao Sức Khỏe, which means practically like we hope that health or wellness flows into you. And then to wish somebody for increased longevity, you can say Sống lâu 500 tuổi, which practically means that like you wish them to live up to 100 years old. That has a lot of superstitions that come along with it, and all of them are done specifically to prevent issues for the new year. And so, for example, the typical one is to not sweep your house during probably the first day, but I would probably recommend not sweeping for the next like 3 to 7 days. Just in case if you're trying to sweep your luck out that you just accumulated. And then another thing to keep in mind is to not wear white or black. So note that we are both wearing black, but we are filming this way after that, so it is safe. And another thing that we actually wanted to plug in right now is that we are filming in like in good behaviors within the COVID-19 regulations. We've been tested, we've been quarantining, so we are able to film this podcast for you guys. And the reason, back to the reason why you can't wear black or white, is that white specifically is known for being worn at funeral rituals, so it's not great to wear. And black is more Western funeral ritual, so I guess like it's okay, but like dark colors kind of gloom down your new year.
Yeah, I haven't slept in like 3 to 4 weeks, so I think I'm accumulating a lot of good luck. To talk about one of the most exciting things about Tet, which is the food, certain traditional foods are served with it, and it cannot be missed. First is bantung and ban tet, which are lightly packed sticky rice with meat or bean filling in it, typically wrapped in beautiful green banana leaves. Bantung are shaped, making me say this a lot. Bantung are shaped like a square to represent the earth, and ban tet are shaped like a cylinder to represent the moon. And I'm not saying anymore on that subject.
So we love talking about that as you can tell, and we hope that we've covered most of everything that's important to that tradition. So thanks for tuning in to our podcast, and we'll see you next time on Culture Shock.